everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to make what I like to call bake sale brownies, aka hurricane relief brownies. I'm going to share with you how I made these brownies to share with the hurricane relief workers from Samaritan's Purse that are here in my community helping people who were affected by Hurricane Florence. These are made from a mix, but they're made a little bit different, so they really will go a long way and they will satisfy a lot of people. So let's go see how these all come together. Today I'm going to share with you how to make what I'm calling bake sale brownies, aka hurricane relief brownies, because I recently was asked to make some brownies to share with the Samaritan's Purse relief workers that are here in my community, helping people to muck out their flooded houses and discard all of the ruined debris of a lifetime. And it's just, you know, it's terrible. I'm going to be sharing a video with you guys very soon, a wrap up kind of, but it's going to take a little bit of time because we have some footage we want to get, and I just want to let you guys know that that video is coming. So the Samaritan's Purse relief workers were in need of desserts, and a friend of mine who goes to the church that is hosting them said, would you be willing to? And of course I said yes. That's what we did. When you're doing a bake sale, you don't want to think about making things from scratch. You want to think about making things quickly. And when you think about having things for a bake sale, you want things that are easy to wrap up individually, take individually, and enjoy, and make a good profit off of them. So this is how I like to make bake sale brownies, and it does start with a brownie mix or two. I'm using the Duncan Hines brownie mix. These are $1 at the grocery store, and I use the dark chocolate fudge and the chewy fudge brownies. I use one of each. Now these say that they're 9 by 13 family size, but when you get them done, they're this thick. I want my brownie to be thick, and I want it to be full of stuff. In place of the water, so I've got the two mixes. I'm using a cup of coffee. This is just brewed coffee left over from this morning. 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, 4 eggs, and 1 12-ounce bag of chocolate chunks. You can also put a 1.5 cups of chopped walnuts or pecans in here, which I did for the relief workers, but I'm not going to do today because my girls don't like nuts in their brownies. Rick likes nuts in his brownies, but these aren't just for him. So I went ahead and I've got, you know, you just mix these up as easy as can be. I'm gonna put the chocolate chunks in here and just kind of give them a toss, because even though I had these in my cabinet, it's still warm here and they seem to be a little stuck together. So I'm gonna go ahead and alleviate that by sticking them in the dry mix, and then they'll get coated and all broken up and dispersed properly. And you know how to make brownies from a mix. You just add everything. So in goes our 2/3 cup of oil.
And there's nothing wrong with the mix.
Absolutely not. It's pre-made, pre-measured dry ingredients. There's a cup of strong brewed coffee, 4 eggs, and then you just mix up. I do not use a mixer or a hand mixer when I mix brownies. It just, you don't need to. Brownie batter only needs to be stirred up until you don't see any more dry ingredients hanging out in there. And if you kind of scoop down into the bottom and scrape the bottom, then you'll be sure that you don't have any dry ingredients that you missed, or pockets of dry ingredients that you missed. And I like using the combination of the dark chocolate and the chewy fudge brownies because I feel like you get a really superior chocolate flavor. So I have a pan that I've prepared with some cooking spray, and really you can be the decide how fancy you want to make these brownies. If you're making them for a bake sale, you can like I said, add nuts. You can add like walnut halves or pecan halves, and extra. See how I had a pocket there? But that's okay because that happens to everyone. So we're just gonna mix it up in the pan and it'll be fine. And I like to make sure I get all of my batter out as much as possible because that's gonna make the brownies bake up really well. So look, if you get a little mix that didn't kind of come to the party on time, a little bit latecomer, just kind of make sure that you take your spatula and even it out and get everything moistened with the liquid ingredients. That's it. Happens to all of us from time to time. No worries. You want to bake these for 40 to 50 minutes. You'll know that they're done when the top is shiny and starts to crack ever so slightly. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And when you take it out of the oven, you're just gonna take like a steak knife and stick it right in the center. If it comes out with no wet batter, you're good to go. You can top this with nuts. You can top it with flaked sea salt. You could top it with more chocolate chips. You could top it with white chocolate chips. You can top it with peanut butter chips or dollops of peanut butter. You could put coconut on this. It would be great. But your bake sale brownies are your bake sale brownies. You can make these however you like. And this pan for a bake sale, I would literally cut into 6 or 8 brownies, wrap them individually, and sell them for $2 a piece. Brownies go fast at a bake sale, and that's where you're gonna make your money. These are a money maker, and the more stuff you put on them, the more you can charge for them. So I'm gonna bake these off now, like I said, 40 to 50 minutes. I'll be back when they're done, and I'll show you what they look like. There you have it. There are our bake sale brownies. Now when I make these, I like to cut it into 8 pieces for the whole pan, and then I like to trim the crunchy edges off, because once you wrap it up, then the brownie just looks fantastic. I mean, look at how beautiful and thick and big that brownie is. No one is going to argue about paying $2 for that brownie. Now, when I made these for Samaritan's purse, I made them in foil pans. I made 4 pans just like this. And I used disposable aluminum pans with lids so that I could deliver them easily, and that the kitchen staff didn't have to worry about cutting them up. And I cut them into 24 brownies, so there were 24 brownies in each pan. And they were just so grateful to have them, and I think that this is just one of those ways when you think you can't help or you don't know where to help. If you are ever in this situation, there are always opportunities where you can feed people. If that's something that you're good at, then you should totally reach out to a service organization and ask where you can use your skills the best. So that is what I did, and that is how I made these, what I'm calling bake sale brownies. You can wrap these up individually in plastic wrap, put them in a plastic bag, or you can put them on a cake plate with a cake dome, and then you can serve them with tongs. I would definitely sell these for at least $2 a piece, and then whatever organization you're selling for to raise money for at your bake sale, they're going to really reap those benefits, because who can resist a thick fudgy brownie? I don't know a lot of people who can, but that's how I made them. I hope it was helpful. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my kitchen, welcome. Always a pleasure to welcome new friends. Please hit the subscribe button. If you are tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, always remember to go down and hit the bell notification button and set your homepage on YouTube to your subscription feed, because we don't want you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope that you give these bake sale brownies a try sometime soon, and I hope you love them. And until next time, I'll see ya.